Hi, it's Panda Movies here. Today I'm going to explain the movie called Arena. Warning, there are spoilers ahead, enjoy the video. On a space station somewhere in the galaxy, Steve Armstrong works as a short order cook. Overwhelmed by the amount of orders, he makes a series of mistakes and ends up in a fight with an extraterrestrial patron named Vang. Steve and his friend and coworker Shorty are dismissed after a fight that destroys the diner and injures the extraterrestrial. Vang reveals to be an arena fighter, and Steve is confronted by his manager Quinn. Quinn offers him a contract after being astounded that a human could defeat one of her best fighters, but Steve declines, believing that humans no longer have a place in the arena and plans to return to Earth. Shorty tries to raise money by playing in an underground casino because he doesn't have enough for a ticket. Authorities raid the game, and Shorty steals the money in the midst of the chaos. Shorty is kidnapped and held for ransom by mafia leader and top arena fight manager Rogor and his enforcer Weezil. Steve vows to pay off the debt, so he grudgingly returns to Quinn and signs a contract with her, intending to use the money to set Shorty free. Surprisingly, Steve wins his first match against an alien dubbed Sloth. Rogor tries to sign Steve as his arena fighter after spotting his potential, but Steve has already signed with Quinn. Steve continues fighting, determined to prove that a human has what it takes to be champion, and soon becomes a top contender. Rogor is concerned that if Steve wins the title, his lofty position in arena fighting will be compromised, so he enlists his consort Jade to seduce and poison Steve the night before the championship bout with Rogor's top fighter, an alien cyborg dubbed Horn. However, minutes before the combat, medics are able to neutralize the poison, and Steve arrives in the arena, startling Rogor and Jade. Rogor then uses Weezil's scheme to hack into the computer that controls the handicap technology that ensures fair fights. Skull, Weezil's sidekick, successfully interfaces with the computer high above the arena and obtains control of the handicap, rendering Steve badly handicapped for the second round of the fight with Horn. Shorty immediately suspects foul play and heads to the computer room to investigate, where he discovers Weezil and Skull. Shorty breaks a section of the computer while fighting Weezil, causing Skull's skull to explode. Steve regains his full abilities after the handicap algorithm is turned off and eventually defeats Horn, becoming the first human champion in 1,000 years.